If we talk about homonuclear diatomic molecule like hydrogen, chlorine, oxygen, etc. Since in these molecules both the atoms are same. This is the shared electron pair between both the hydrogen atoms. So both the atoms have same electronegativity. So this shared pair of electron attracted by both the atoms equally. Such type of molecules in which shared pair of electron attracted by the atoms equally are called non-polar molecules. And in case of heteronuclear diatomic molecule like hydrogen chloride, etc. Here both the atoms are different. So both the atoms have different electronegativity. Here in case of hydrogen fluoride, this fluorine atom has higher electronegativity as compared to hydrogen. So this fluorine atom attracts shared pair of electron more towards itself than hydrogen. Due to this fluorine atom has partial negative charge and this hydrogen atom gets partial positive charge. Such type of molecules are called polar molecules. Such a covalent bond in which electrons are shared unequally. Due to this, constituent atoms get partial negative and positive charges is called polar covalent bond. This type of bond is called polar covalent bond. Polar covalent bond is intermediate between ionic bond and covalent bond. This polarity or we can say polar bond is a measure of ionic character of the molecule. As the difference in electronegativity of both the elements increases in heteronuclear molecule, as the difference in electronegativity increases, ionic character of the molecule increases. Let's consider one example. Hydrogen fluoride, hydrogen chloride, hydrogen bromide, and hydrogen iodide. If we see the electronegativity of fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine, we know as we go up in a group, electronegativity increases. So here fluorine has most electronegativity. It is most electronegative. So if we compare the electronegativity difference between hydrogen and chlorine, it is highest, then hydrogen and chlorine, then hydrogen and bromine, and in case of hydrogen and iodine, it is least. So we can say that if we move from right to left, the difference in electronegativity increases. As the difference in electronegativity increases, ionic character of the bond also increases. So because of this, when we move from right to left, ionic character of the molecule also increases. So out of these four, hydrogen fluoride is more ionic than hydrogen chloride, then hydrogen bromide, and hydrogen iodide is least ionic. This polarity of molecule or difference in polarities of different atoms in a molecule is numerically described in terms of dipole moment. Dipole moment is defined as dipole moment is equal to the distance between, suppose it is a polar molecule, it has partial negative charge, it has partial positive charge. So dipole moment is defined as distance between the two bonded atoms having partial negative and partial positive charge to the magnitude of charge on the atoms. So we can write dipole moment is equal to the distance between the distance between oppositely charged ions oppositely charged atom, because it is partial charge, have charged atoms having same magnitude of charge to the magnitude of charge. Dipole moment is denoted by letter mu. Bond length, this is the bond length. Bond length is denoted by D, and charge is denoted by Q. So dipole moment mu is equals to D multiplied by Q. This bond length is, if we express it in centimeter, it is generally of the order of 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. And this charge, if we expressed in ESU, electrostatic unit, it is of the order of 10 to the power minus 10 ESU. So dipole moment is of the order of 10 to the power minus 18 ESU centimeter. It is in CGS unit. And dipole moment is expressed by the unit dBi. DBi is shown by capital D. So we can say 1 dBi is equals to 10 to the power minus 18 ESU centimeter. If you want to convert this unit in MKS unit, then in MKS, unit of charge is coulomb and unit of distance is meter. So 1 ESU is equals to, this 10 to the power 18 is same. 1 ESU is equals to 3.335 into 10 to the power minus 10 coulomb, and 1 centimeter is equals to 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So we can say 1 dBi is equals to 3.335 into 10 to the power minus 30 coulomb meter. This is the value. As the electronegativity difference of the molecule increases, dipole moment also increases, and so the ion factor. This dipole moment is a vector quantity. That means it has both direction as well as magnitude. It has direction and magnitude both. Dipole moment of a symmetrical molecule is equals to 0. That means symmetrical molecules are all polar. For example, if we consider methane molecule, we know methane is a symmetrical molecule. Its shape is tetrahedral. Its shape, if we draw its shape, it is like this. Angle between HCH bond is always, all the bonds is equal. It is 109 degree 28 minutes. So if we show dipole moment here, one more thing, dipole moment is shown in a molecule is shown. Suppose it is the molecule hydrogen fluoride. Dipole moment is shown by an arrow towards a more electronegative atom with a plus sign on its tail. This is how dipole moment is shown in a molecule. So if we see dipole moment in this CH bond, since carbon is more electronegative as compared to hydrogen, so dipole moment is in this direction. Here also is this selection. Then vectorial sum in this molecule, vectorial sum of dipole moment in this molecule, mu will be equal to 0. So this is a non-polar molecule. There are some applications of dipole moment. First one is to decide the polarity of molecule. To decide polarity of molecule. The molecules which are having dipole moment equal to 0 are non-polar molecule, and the molecules which are having dipole moment not equal to 0, they have some value of dipole moment, they are polar molecule. So we can decide the polarity of molecule. Second application is to determine the geometry of molecule. Let's take example. First is carbon dioxide and second is water. In both the molecules, there are 3 atoms. This molecule has dipole moment equal to 0 and this molecule has some value of dipole moment. Dipole moment of water is not equal to 0. Since its dipole moment is 0, it must be a symmetrical molecule. The shape of carbon dioxide is linear. And since this water molecule has some dipole moment, structure of water can't be linear, can't be symmetric. Thus, it has band-shaped structure like this. And it is a non-polar molecule. It is a polar molecule. And it is non-polar molecule. Since here in this case, oxygen is more electronegative than carbon, so dipole moment will be in this direction. Same for this carbon-oxygen bond, it is in this direction. Both the dipole moments are equal and in opposite direction. Both are cancelled and dipole moment is equal to 0. Here in this case, oxygen is more electronegative than hydrogen. Dipole moment in this case towards oxygen. Same for this OH bond. And the resultant dipole moment in this case will be in this direction. It has some value of dipole moment. So this molecule will not be symmetrical. It has band shape and it is a polar molecule. Next application of dipole moment is to determine the orientation in benzene ring. Let's write the possible structure of a substituent in a benzene ring. For example, I am taking chlorine as a substituent. There are 3 possible structures of it is dichlorobenzene. And third one is This is ortho dichlorobenzene. It is meta dichlorobenzene, and it is para dichlorobenzene. Since if we see dipole moment in this case, both the chlorine atoms are opposite to each other. The dipole moment due to both these bonds will be cancelled, since this molecule has zero dipole moment. This molecule has, suppose this molecule has some dipole moment which is equal to x, and this molecule also has some dipole moment which is equal to y. As the angle between the substituent increases, in this case angle is 60 degree, and in this case angle is 120 degree. As the angle between the substituents increases, dipole moment decreases. So here value of x is less than value of y. So we can say the dipole moment in para dichlorobenzene is minimum, then in meta dichlorobenzene, and most in ortho dichlorobenzene. Next application of dipole moment is to determine the cis and trans isomers of a molecule. Distinguish between cis and trans isomer of a molecule. It is fourth. Cis and trans isomers. Let's consider an example. Let's draw it like this. It will be easy to understand. In this molecule, there are same substituent on this side both the chlorine atoms, and this side both the hydrogen atoms. Same substituents are on the one side. This isomer is called cis isomer, and name of this molecule is 1,2-dichloroethane. Cis 1,2-dichloroethene, and it is, since chlorine and chlorine both are in opposite direction at opposite ends, this isomer is called trans isomer. It is trans 1,2-dichloroethane. If we see dipole moment because of this chlorine bond, this CCl bond, since chlorine is more electronegative than the carbon, then dipole moment will be in this direction. Same for this atom, this bond. The resultant dipole moment will be in this direction. In this case, dipole moment of the molecule is not equal to 0. It has some value. Here in this case, dipole moment between this dipole moment of this CCl bond is in this direction, because chlorine is more electronegative than the carbon, and here dipole moment is towards this chlorine. Since both are equal and opposite in direction, both bonds are same, so both the dipole moments are equal and in opposite direction, so they both cancel each other. In this case, dipole moment of this transform is equal to 0. So we can distinguish between cis and trans isomers of a molecule. So these are the applications of dipole moment in a molecule.